Just seeing which way it faces. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to all 13 of you out there in Culver Eagle Hockey Land. I'm Brian Schwartz, joined by Koji Watanabe, just about to get the horn here for the warm-ups, and the Eagles will try to see if they can ride their broom out of St. Louis. Eagles took the first game yesterday, 4-3, 4-1 in the nightcap, and now game 3 of this set, Koji, as the Eagles prepare here after the 2 wins yesterday. But talking about the game, number 70 for the Blues, Ava Worley in net. Last night, once she came in to start the second period, the Eagles were not able to get another goal after that. So they'll have to get her figured out today. I'm assuming that we're going to see her in net here just in a second.
More than likely, and hopefully we can get a similar start. Just come out really aggressive. Yeah, that's how we got the first couple goals within a minute.
Yeah, 33 seconds into last night's game, we had 2 goals. We're up 2-0. That's obviously a fantastic start, and then able to kind of hold on from there. Three games here in just about a 24-hour span, so conditioning and depth should play a factor in this one. Eagles are on the ice. Let's take a look at the lineups here. It looks like Woo's going to be taking the face-off.
We got a 2-man crew for the referee system, so they'll both be able to call penalties, but they'll also be busy, not only looking for infractions, but for offsides and icing. So it can be a little tricky sometimes when the games get out of hand.
Who we got on the ice for the Eagles here, Koji?
We got on defense, that's Sirik behind the net. Partner Schwartz. Jonathan along the boards, and now that's O'Brien.
And Natalie Wu holding down that center spot.
No icing as the puck was tipped. Wu in the corner with Schwartz. Puck tied up, and the Blues will come out with it behind the net. Sirik will tie up along with Schwartz. Finally, the puck is loose and tied up again. Blues come out in the corner, reverses it to the other side. We'll try to dump it in, but the Blues will get a shot off the blue line. Shot blocked by O'Brien. Center pass. Glove save.
Slow start there by the Eagles. Way too much time in the defensive zone.
That's Chalco in net. We got Gwynn and Liebecker. Centered by Schneider. Novi on left defense and Gasso on lefty. Center pass disrupted by loose puck. The Blues will get another chance, but the shot is blocked, and now that's
breakaway.
Gwynn with the breakaway. Up high.
Booyah!
First goal of the game.
PG6 twinkles the twine. Gives the Eagles the lead. That was nice.
Top right corner above the glove hand.
Really just patient there and
Very
skated
patient.
in and kind of surveyed. Okay, where am I going to go with this thing? There we go. Definitely nice to break the seal on Ava after she held us scoreless for 2 periods last night. Psychologically, I think that's a great thing. Great start for the Eagles.
Connolly on the draw with Britton and Watanabe. Just under 2 minutes into the first period. Again, Gasso and Novi on defense. Eagles will dump it in, puck behind the net. Watanabe will take the space away. That's Novi in the corner, up to Watanabe. Watanabe will rush it up. She's got Britton on the other side.
See her trying to get that thing clean enough to get it to Britton. She had that little seam, but just not quite able to fully have control and push it up.
Britton in the corner. She'll look for the point. Back to Novi. Gasso will reverse and double reverse. Gets hooked, knocked down, still stays with the puck. Great effort. Watanabe will dump it in and get a line change. Connolly still out there applying pressure. Rodriguez with interception. And Ebling on the chase as well. Connolly will go off, and we have Helm. Puck behind the net. Picked up by France over to Rodriguez along the boards. Weisner will take it behind the net. She's got Ebling. That's Ebling with the tip. Puck out of play.
Yeah, Coach Whitaker about got one in the melon there, but luckily he was extremely agile there with those goalie reflexes, able to just get himself out of the way.
Helm on the draw. Rodriguez will come out. She's got Ebling rushing up. Now Helms is going to the net while Rodriguez will make a pass over to Krantz. Weisner with the shot. Glove save.
.12 left in period 1. Your Eagles with a 1-0 advantage. Same group on.
France in the corner with Helms. Ebling and Weisner covering. Shot goes wide off the post. The Eagles get it out. The Blues will try again. Shot saved by Chelko. O'Brien and Jonathan. Pass up to O'Brien. She's got Schwartz going to the net. Jonathan will pick up the puck. The Blues will try to come away. Nice poke check by Schwartz. Back checking. Now over from Schuler to Schwartz, and Blues will regain possession. Schuler on the pickup. She'll need help here. She'll take it behind the net. I'll go with the glove
Need
save.
a little more pressure there. Let her walk in all the way in between the hash marks there. Too much time and space.
Wu on the draw. Gasso on defense. With Novi. Blues will dump it in. Gasso behind the net. Pass over to O'Brien along the boards. Intercepted. Now back to Novi and Gasso. Gasso up the ice over to Jonathan. Jonathan over to O'Brien. O'Brien. Wu is going to the net. Puck tipped. Gasso with a one-timer. Gets the goalie in the leg pad. Off the rebound, the Blues will come out. Once again, Eagles on the attack. Wu applying pressure while the rest gets line change. Liebecker and Gwynn. Liebecker and then Gwynn on the pressure in the corner there. France floating on defense. Schneider was skating in the backside. France with a nice pinch. Gwynn on the chase. The Blues will ice, but it's off the stick of Weisner. Once again battling the corner along the boards. Schneider over to Weisner. Weisner over to Gwynn. Will chip it out of the zone. But the Blues, once again, holding the pressure off. France over to Schneider. Once again, back in the zone. And Shelko will have to freeze that, as there was a lot of pressure by the Blues.
8:44 left to play period one. Blues ahead 1-0. Feel like so far just both teams not connecting on a lot of passes, not super crisp. Maybe it's that third game within 24 hours. We'll see how this one continues to play out. But right now, just a little sloppy. Would you agree with that, Koji?
Connolly up to Watanabe. Watanabe with the shot, rebound, picked up by Blues. Connolly, followed by Britton. Britton out battling along the boards, and Connolly trying to help. Sirik over to Schuler.
Connolly took a little shot from behind there that I thought might draw the attention, but
Watanabe in the corner.
Is this the same crew of officials we had yesterday, Koji?
No, I believe they are different crews.
Seem to be letting them play a little bit.
Yeah, they are.
Based on the earlier game as well.
Blues will dump it out and then pick up their regain possession there. They dump it behind the net when will come out. Schuler to the puck.
Connolly in to help her now. And that puck's going nowhere fast. There it goes, squirts out to the Blues.
Puck is finally loose. Cross ice pass through the slot, goes wide. Connolly to Watanabe. Will shoot from the blue line, goes wide. Connolly over to Gasso. The slap shot goes wide left. Rodriguez. Stick check by Ebeling. And Helms is on the chase. The Blues get a shot off. Nice blocker save by Chelko. Comes away, Gasso with the possession now. She's got Rodriguez and Ebeling. Gasso, shot deflected and goes wide. Ebeling gets checked in the corner. The Blues will attempt to get the puck out of their zone. And now they'll dump it in. The Blues will get a line change, while the Eagles will try to get the puck out. Now Rodriguez on the chase. She's all alone, so she'll try to buy some time for the rest of the Eagles to catch up. Wu on the pressure. O'Brien. Now Weisner. Pass blocked and will come out into the neutral zone. France. Over to Wu, and she'll dump it into the corner. Jonathan on the chase, and she'll tie up the Blues player. Jonathan will pass it over to Weisner, and then over to Wu. Gets a shot off.
Eagles lead in the shots on goal 6-4. We're actually trailing at one point in this one. It's pretty much heavily dominated the shots on goal in this series, but not so much today in this first period.
There's been a handful of shots that have gone wide. So it seems like we should have more shots on net. But,
I think a little more balanced as far as time and possession in the offensive zones, though, here than it has been throughout. So Eagles need to start with that, limiting the time and space. It feels like the Blues had almost no time, no space in the first two games.
Yeah.
And a lot more time and space here today.
We go O'Brien coming up on the right side. Now Jonathan will try to pass it over to Wu in front of the slot or in the paint. The Blues now on the breakout. That's Sirik on the board. Sirik over to O'Brien.
Nice job by Addison there, using her body to
get a shot. And glove saved by Whaley, the Blues goalie. Schneider's getting ready for the face-off. Liebecker and Gwynn. We got Sirik, and now we have Schwartz trying to take their shot away. Great stick check. That was Gwynn over to Schneider, and Schneider will dump it behind the net. And Schwartz pass up the boards, and Liebecker will pick up, and she's got Gwynn.
Thought we had something going there for a second, Koji.
Almost a nice 2-on-1 situation there. Gasso over to Gwynn, and now Liebecker. Liebecker's got Schneider going to the net. Shot on goal. Second attempt frozen by the goalie.
It was loose there for a second, but Eagles didn't quite have anybody in that vicinity. 3:31, 1-0 Eagles.
Connolly wins the draw over to Watanabe. Watanabe pass intercepted. The Blues will come out. They'll dump it in while Gasso will go to the corner and then behind the net. She's got Britton up the boards. Britton will pass it over to Connolly. Pass goes just wide. Connolly with a pressure behind the net. Creates a turnover, and that was Novi on the shot. Britton, Connolly, and then Watanabe waiting in front of the goalie there. Britton behind the net, and now Connolly on the pickup. Connolly in the corner. Pass over to France.
Nice little skip pass there. But couldn't quite connect.
Connolly, the playmaker here. Very patient with the puck. Gasso over to Britton. Back over to France. Pass deflected. Once again with a nifty move, Gasso will come out. Oh, what a pass. Beautiful pass.
Another nice little backdoor try there by Gasso.
Ebling was
gassed
right there.
and headed for the bench.
Ebling over to Krantz. She'll get a shot off. High. Goes a little wide to the left. Helms, and now that's Ebling applying pressure. Rodriguez on the far side. France over to Rodriguez.
Blues player down on the ice here.
Pass over to Ebling, and she'll shoot. Oh, just right on the shoulder.
Nice shot there by Ebling.
I think the referee lost sight of the puck. But also we have a down player in the neutral zone.
Off the shoulder pads there, and then just missed going in off the rebound there with the shot by Ebling. Looks like the Blues player is going to make her way off on her own. It's great to see her able to get off under her own power, and here we go.
Helms on the face-off with Ebling and Rodriguez. Blues will chip it off the high wall. It's a hand pass in the neutral zone. Ebling will dump it behind the net. Helms on the chase. Schwartz and Schuler on defense while the forwards will back check. Nice poke check by Schwartz. Again, Schwartz will sure carry it in and will try to get a shot off. Shot blocked. Nice pass from Rodriguez. O'Brien's shot just goes just wide to the left. Wu on the pickup. She will dump it in. Got Jonathan on the pressure from the other side. Yeah, so over to Wu and then to Jonathan. Jonathan to Wu. Oh.
19.8 seconds left here in the first period. Eagles with the 1-0 advantage. Shots on goal now at 10-4 in favor of the Eagles, Koji. Just under 10 seconds. That's going to do it. Well, at the end of the one here, getting a little more crisp with the play here, I would say.
A little bit more towards the end of the period.
Yeah, I would call the Eagles directionally correct with just connecting on some passes and getting some things going, looking to have a little bit more pep in their step. So, so far, the longer this one's going on, feeling a little better about the Eagles' performance. Still 1-0.
Compared to the first game, it seems a lot more physical from the start of the game. Saw a lot of players get knocked down, chasing after the puck along the boards.
I feel like both sides might be adjusting to the way the officials are calling this one a little bit. They seem to have a little more latitude. Like, I feel like that's a sometimes underlooked part of hockey, to be able to adjust that game to what you see in terms of what, how the officials are doing it, match that, and kind of understand what you can and can't get away with.
Yeah.
I don't believe neither team were on a power play or a situation there, right?
Actually, no penalty, right?
Yeah. No penalties whatsoever through that first period. The Stripes might have had a long weekend and looking forward to get back home and enjoy some of their Sunday before maybe heading back to work on Monday.
Get back at a decent time.
Yeah. Looks like Wu's going to be in here for the face-off, flanked by Johannesson and O'Brien. It looks like Sirik and Schwartz on the back end, and Shelko still between the pipes there.
Good pass work. Schwartz to O'Brien to Wu, who will dump it in, and now puck behind the goal line. The Blues will try to come out with it. Breakout broken up by O'Brien. O'Brien's got a couple of her line mates waiting. Jonathan on the pickup. She'll reverse and hang on to the puck. Dump over to O'Brien in the corner. Wu and Jonathan ready to. Wu comes away with it. Blues will finally get it out of the zone. Sirik from behind the net. Pass over to Jonathan. She'll have to go at it alone. Shot blocked.
Thought Novi was going to have a chance to jump that stretch pass there for a little bit and take it the other way.
Very much so, yeah. Now Liebecker on the pickup here. She's got Schneider on the chase. Oh, what a nifty move.
Nifty's exactly what I had in mind. That was the word in my head too, Koji.
Schneider in the corner. Liebecker on the pickup. Gwynn is there as well. Novi shot goes wide right. Gasso to the puck. Novi will come back to restart the play here. Gwynn over to Schneider. Schneider's got Liebecker. Schneider. Backhand pass. Puck loose in front of the net.
Nice job of centering right
Schneider
there.
over to Liebecker. Liebecker's reverse pass is taken away. Falco over to Gwynn to now Schneider. Drop pass to Liebecker. Gasso will keep it in the zone. Pass over to Gwynn, and then now the puck is in the corner. Connolly on the pressure. Wu's pass intercepted by Weisner. And Liebecker will pass it over to Connolly. Connolly runs into Gwynn. Pass over from Weisner to Gwynn, who will dump it in, while Connolly will apply some pressure here while we get a line change. Britton on the pickup. Watanabe on the slot.
Quite the tangle up there in the corner with Connolly and the Blues player. I thought they were gonna
lay here for a while.
I thought the two of them were gonna have to be surgically separated from each other there a little bit down there in the corner. It was 3 yards in a cloud of dust there in the corner.
France and Weisner on defense. Blues breakout interrupted twice now. Watanabe in the corner, and now Weisner will shoot. Puck is loose. Puck in the corner. Watanabe there.
Better job of getting screeners in front of the net by the Eagles there. A little more traffic in front, not just allowing Whaley to be able to, make the uninterrupted glove save there.
Nice physical play by Connolly behind the net. Watanabe will intercept again. Pass over to Britton. She's going to shoot. Puck comes off the goalie's glove. And now out in the neutral zone, we have France over to Britton. She'll dump it in while she goes off the bench. Ooh, we had too many skaters for Culver for about 5 seconds, but there's a lot to watch from these two refs. Thankfully, they did not catch that. Schuler in the corner, pass over to Rodriguez. Ebling on the chase and pressure, and we have Helms in the neutral zone there. Schwartz, very physical defense there. Shot blocked. Rodriguez along the boards. She'll try to get it out. She is hooked, but she'll still get the puck out. And now that's Eveling. Shot goes wide. Oh!
Well, she had a good look at it there off the rebound.
Off the boards and went behind the goalie. Almost bounced into the net off the goalie. But
Raya with some physical play down there. The Eagles are liking that.
we got Novi on the rush. Going wide. She's got O'Brien in the middle.
Nice centering pass there.
O'Brien behind the net. Jonathan there to help. Wu. Jonathan will have to wait till O'Brien comes out. Over to Gasso.
Good patience there.
To Wu.
Just good awareness by Jonathan. Okay, here we go.
O'Brien on the pickup. Oh, the puck just slips off the stick. We've got a couple of the Blues key players out there on ice. But they're going off. Oh. Shot by Blues goes wide. Gasso behind the net. Novi will shoot it off the boards. It'll all go all the way down. Jonathan on the pressure. It's Gasso in the corner. Not very much flow the last 20 seconds. Lots of slapping up the puck. So we have to just ice it and get a whistle.
Yeah, just trying to get off there. Blues have been held at that 4 mark on shots on goal for quite some time now. Koji, it's 13-4 on the shots on goal. Feel like it's been at about that spot from the halfway point of the first period till now just nearing the halfway point of the second period.
Yeah.
Feels like just about a whole period here without a shot on goal. That's a good sign for the Eagles. Officials definitely letting them play a little more here. This one, Gasso was tangled up with Bamber down there for the Blues behind the net.
We've seen players, being knocked down behind the play, especially.
Yeah, consistently. Definitely letting them play.
We got Weisner and Krantz on defense. Gwynn, Schneider, and Liebecker. That's Krantz in the corner. Weisner from behind the net. Pass over to Gwynn. Over to Liebecker. Liebecker, we'll get a shot off. Saved by goalie.
Faked the little drop pass there for just a second. Nifty little move her dad taught her.
Same defensive pair will stay off there. Weisner and Krantz. We got Connolly on the draw with Watanabe and Britton. Watanabe in the corner. She'll come out. Pass over to Krantz. Over to Weisner. Weisner with the high shot, glove save.
Again, I think just a little more. Got to get something in front of and screening it. Just visually taking that away from the Blues goaltender there. A little more traffic in front of that net.
Schiller on left defense. That's Sirik on the shot. Shot blocked.
Saw Britton go flying there away from the play again. Just seeing more and more girls going to the ice away from the puck here. We're able to keep composure here and not give them an opportunity for a power play in a 1-0 game here.
Connolly and Schuler battling along the boards now. Watanabe will go after the puck. Offside.
.708. 1-0 Eagles. Shots on goal 15-5. That 3-to-1 ratio is about what it's been for the weekend. Right in that range.
Got Helms, Rodriguez, and now Ebling. Schuler and Sirik back on D. Over to Rodriguez. She'll tip it in.
Good hustle there by Helms.
Schuler will pick up over to Ebling. Helms on the pressure now. Just that's Novi trying to take the shot away. Novi in the corner. Rodriguez along the boards. She'll get it out of the zone.
Spins out. Here we go. Got a 2-on-1.
Rodriguez, and we got Ebling. Oh, Rodriguez pass attempt.
Beautiful pass by, Ebling's been all around it this weekend. Like, that kid is.
Oh, Rodriguez is tied up behind the play.
Attempts. Another tie up behind the play, Koji.
That's Wu on the puck. John Asani in front of the net. Oh, pass tipped. It's Novi. Over to Gasso or past Gasso. O'Brien over to Wu. Wu's got Jonathan skating hard in through the center. Wu behind the net. O'Brien by the paint. Novi will dump it back into the corner. Wu. Novi shot. There's a loose rebound. Still loose. Finally frozen.
Novi and Arundel kind of going toe-to-toe there. Again, he's probably exchanging Instagram numbers. Didn't quite get all of it last night.
Right.
They were missed the last few digits and just wanted to try to make sure they connected on that.
Wu on the draw. Same forward line with O'Brien and Jonathan. We got Weisner and Krantz. Over to Krantz. Shot blocked. O'Brien in the corner. Wu over to Jonathan. Over to Krantz. Over to Weisner. Shot goes wide. Jonathan will reverse. Skate towards the net. Pass over to Wu. Wu over to Krantz. Once again, shot deflected. Off the shin pad. That's O'Brien tying up the play. Jonathan over to Weisner. Oh, a screen shot. Jonathan behind the net.
Oh, wow.
Getting very physical.
That really looked like a check on Jonathan there. She's going to skate off. Didn't see how the stick was on the ice or there was any part of that looked like it was part of the play, Koji.
Ramsey in the corner. She's got Liebecker, Gwynn, and Schneider. Gwynn over to Liebecker. Liebecker's pass tipped. Schneider and Schwartz and Sirik on defense.
.320 left to play, period 2. Eagles up 1-0. Nice save there by Chelko.
Shot by Arundel. Schwartz picked up by Schneider. This pass over to Liebecker just didn't connect with the icing.
Three minutes left in the period here, period 2. Shots on goal 17-8 now. Blues making that a little closer. Nice play by Liebecker there against the wall.
Yep, over to Gwynn. She's got Schneider going to the net. Drop pass to Liebecker. Over to Schwartz. Over to Sirik. She'll keep it low.
Oh, free in front.
Probably looking for a tip. Solid defensive work by Schwartz. Creates a turnover, and now Liebecker, shot deflected off the stick of the defenseman. Their star player, Green, on the Blues.
Yeah, somebody needs to put a body on her.
Novi comes away with it, and now Green wide open. Oh,
slid
shot
just
goes
by.
just wide.
Blues
Gasso
fans
with a shot.
Blues
Deflected.
fans taking offense to Gwynn's knockdown there, but it's been pretty consistent both ways there, just letting them play through that.
Gwynn with a toe drag.
1-2, maybe.
Keeps it low.
Yeah, there we go.
Goes in.
Sweet move. PG6 with some
Great work.
nice patience there.
Yes, by both Gwynn and Connolly there for follow-up as well.
So at minute 23, I won't do the backwards math, like don't have the sheet here, but with 1 minute and 23 seconds left in period 2, 2-0, Eagles take the lead. Shots on goal now at 20-8.
Connolly on the draw. Watanabe and Britton. Novi on the pickup.
This last minute here, key, Koji, as far as I'm not allowing them momentum, right? What we want to get over is get into that last period break with it 2-0 and not 2-1. Like, it's just such a psychological
huge
difference.
Yeah. Britton over to Novi. Tipped by Watanabe. Watanabe picks up her own rebound. Pass over to Novi.
Felt like I heard a little iron there.
Connolly behind the net. The Blues attempted to ice it, but Gasso is there. Just barely offside.
Couldn't quite see the shot by Maya. It didn't have that tink of the iron up top. It had that sound of more like you get right where the ice meets the post right there, but you could definitely hear it.
Weisner and Krantz on defense.
We'll have Axel give us a replay and the other angle that we've got on this shot to see how much that shot was off at the end of the period here. We'll have him, our videographer, sound engineer, and statistician, Axel Liebecker, hard at work behind the camera again, folks.
Britton. Watanabe after the puck there.
Under
Connolly.
15 seconds now.
Weisner with a shot. Off Connolly.
Be nice if we
Just
got
icing,
ice
hey.
there. Did get the ice, but going to be under a second, 0.9. Yes, that was a niner, Axel.
A right-hander may have to just shoot this right off the face-off.
All right, gonna go for an ice cut here. Shots on goal, 21-8. Eagles with the 2-0 advantage as we head into period 3. Girls skating off here. What's best be described as a pretty physical, sometimes sloppy, sometimes sharp first 2 periods for both teams. Eagles able to get a couple to go down. And Chuckles done a very solid job with the 8 shots there, and I feel like the Eagles have done a pretty good job of cutting people off, using their bodies, and the style of plays allowed for that.
The referees have work cut out for them. It is a lot to keep track of the puck movement as well as plays behind the play, or the physical activity behind the play.
So we'll be back in just a bit. We'll take a break, coming to you from Centene Ice Arena here in St. Louis. Culver Eagles hockey. We'll be back in a few. Folks, we're back with Eagles hockey. 16 minutes left on the clock here as we're getting ready to start period 3. Eagles up 2-0, ahead 21-8 with shots on goal.
Right, as we were talking, I think it'll be really important to stay disciplined and not get any penalties, considering how physical this game especially, has been.
Yeah, that's a difficult line, kind of a tightrope to walk there. Like, you want to match that style of play. The officials have been allowing a lot of things to happen here, but you don't want to be the one
Right.
that puts us in a penalty kill situation in a game this tight. A little more breathing room at 2-0, but still, you don't want to get it to 2-1 and then have them, they can pull the goalie late.
Exactly.
As we've seen in the 16U game last night.
Should have been an offside.
Nice swoop in there by Sirik as that puck was bouncing around.
We got Wu and Jonathan trying to create a 2-on-1 pass over.
There.
Oh, perfect pass
Nice tip
by
there.
Wu.
Just nobody
And
quite
nice-
there to be able to follow that one up.
Yeah, nice tip by Jonathan as well. Schwartz in the corner, picked up by Wu. Pass over to O'Brien. She'll dump it in and get a line change. We got a full line change here. Gwynn, Schneider, Liebecker. Bouncing puck, and the Blues will attempt to dump it in. And they finally do. Gasso behind the net. Partner Novi. Novi up the boards over to Gwynn, back to Gasso. Off the boards to Schneider. Liebecker. Liebecker's hooked and will lose possession, and Blues will come away with it. Gasso on the pressure along with Liebecker. Blues will dump it in behind the net. Novi in the corner. Novi will reverse it. The puck hits the net.
Another Blues player went flying there. Didn't see it behind the play, Coach. I don't know if you caught that. But
No,
no shortage of those in this game.
pass intercepted by Watanabe. She'll dump it into the zone and now skate with it. Connolly and Watanabe in the corner. Nice poke check by Connolly. Britton on the chase. Now Watanabe applying pressure. Keeps the puck in the zone. Britton there to help. Connolly ready to pick up a loose puck. And the Blues will get it out of the zone. Krantz over to Weisner. Off Britton. Line change for the Eagles. Helms on the face-off with Ebling and Rodriguez. Weisner and Krantz. Weisner will dump it in. Ebling. Ebling on the pressure, followed by Helms. Rodriguez picks it up from the corner over to Weisner. Weisner will keep the puck. The Blues will finally come out with it. Puck behind the net. That's Krantz. Krantz over to stretch pass, Rodriguez. That was a sneaky pickup by Rodriguez. She'll reverse it.
Good discipline there by her to hold up.
Very patient.
Maintain that.
Krantz on the shot. Rodriguez. Schwartz on the chase. Schwartz reverses it. Helms over to Krantz. Ebling. Schwartz over to Wu. The Blues coach disagrees with that call. The ref called off the icing due to deflection. Jonathan. Pass to the slot. Shot by O'Brien. Nice save by the goalie again. Schuler. Wu. Pass deflected. And the Blues will dump it out. They'll call off the icing. Schwartz. She's got two Blues players. Net Wu on the pickup. Wu reverses behind the net. Pass off the boards over to O'Brien. Jonathan. Poke check by O'Brien. Wu on the pressure. Schiller staying on the puck. Jonathan finally comes out with it. Over to O'Brien. She's got Gasso and Jonathan going to the net. Tip by Gasso. Gasso in the corner. Schneider and Novi up on the blue line. Gasso. Now Schneider will skate in. She's in the slot.
Tried to hit Schneider with that little back door there, but Blues defender able to get a stick on it.
Chalco to Novi. Schneider on the pressure. Novi staying up high. Liebecker.
Ran into a wall there.
Great play in center ice. Gasso. Gwynn. Gasso.
They have the ice there. 9:39 left to play in period 3. Shots on goal. Favor of the Eagles 25-9. Scores 2-0. Eagles ahead. Koji, who we got on the ice here?
Got Schneider. Liebecker and Gwynn. Gwynn skating up. Liebecker stays on side. Nice toe drag by Gwynn. Puck in the
goes
corner.
down. Thought maybe a little help from a stick there off the Blues, but
Puck out of play.
no call, which has been very consistent. Still, neither team been on a power play yet.
The puck went off the Eagles player, so the faceoff should be outside, but we'll take it. They're going to allow us to have the faceoff in the attacking zone, so. Schneider on the draw. Liebecker, Krantz. Weisner with the shot. Liebecker on the rebound. Puck behind the net. Schneider.
A little more activity in front of the net on that one there by the Eagles. Got a bit of a deflection there.
France. She'll have to dump it in. Puck behind the net. Again, very physical in the corner there. Weisner on the pickup in the neutral zone. She's got Krantz as her partner. Liebecker over to Gwynn. Great patience and wow, Connolly.
Great idea by Connolly there after the great patience she had.
She had two players on her and she still came out with it.
Going to get the ice there, coming back down to the other end. 8:06 left to play, period 3. 8:06.
We definitely would want an insurance goal here. Connolly, Britton, and Watanabe. Blues will chip it off high off the glass, but they'll keep it in the zone. We got Sirik and Schuler on defense. Shot by Britton, deflected off the shin guard. Watanabe behind the net. Britton comes away with it. Puck loose in front of the slot. Watanabe will dump it in. Britton. Picked up by Connolly in the corner. Pass over to the point. Schuler. She'll have to take a wide shot to avoid the block. Watanabe fighting for the loose puck.
Nice idea there by Schuler with kind of trying to get the pass back off the boards there to some open space.
That was a smart play, actually. Sometimes when you force a shot, that can create a quick turnover off the block shot for a
No
breakaway.
anything going back the other way at this point. The open space, a much better decision.
Same forward line. Sirik will dump it in. Connolly along the boards. Connolly will try to put it deep, but the Blues will come out and chip it off the boards.
Nice
Sirik
stick there by Sirik.
We'll have to stay aggressive right here.
Yeah, Eagles.
The
need
Eagles will have to
get
tie
this
it up.
one out right here.
Schuler to Watanabe. Sirik behind the net. Schuler will cover the paint. Schuler and Sirik and Connolly behind the net now.
This one's been in the Eagles zone a little too long here. So them get this out.
We may even have to ice it, somehow get the puck out of the zone, get a whistle for a change. Again, the Blues will dump it back in. Shot. Glove save by Chelko.
.543 left. Gonna get a whole new convocation of Eagles on the ice here.
Wu on the draw. O'Brien over to Gasso. Cross ice pass to Jonathan. Gasso. Over to Jonathan. To O'Brien in the corner. Novi is the other defensive pair. Novi in front of the bench. Lost control. Gasso behind the net. O'Brien will try to chip it out. This may lead to an icing.
.504 left. Eagles still with the 2-0 lead here.
Jonathan. She's got O'Brien. Jonathan.
Nice decision there.
Go back.
Good patience. Good spacing by Jonathan. Couple nice sticks there by Wu.
Woo, she's got
Great
O'Brien.
hand-eye.
Oh,
What
beautiful
a delicate
pass.
little pass across there.
A saucer pass.
Really soft hands by Wu. She's putting on a clinic out there right now, Koji. I spoke too soon. Jinxed her.
Here comes Green. Nice poke check by Gasso.
Yeah, great length there. That one gets by Chelko and rims around.
puck picked up by Gasso behind the net. Novi.
Can't quite get enough on that one, but
Novi
out by Liebecker.
over to Gwynn to Liebecker.
There we go. Get control.
Gasso. Shot, rebound. Picked up by the Blues.
Really?
Icing called off because Gasso prevented the Blues player from playing the puck. Liebecker. Schneider. Over to Liebecker. Over to Gwynn.
Nice passing there. Keep this thing pinned down here. Run clock run.
France trying to get possession of the puck. She ties up their player. Schneider in the corner, followed by Weisner. Weisner over to Liebecker, goes just wide. Blues will dump it in. Choco will stop the puck.
Nice chip. Into the bench. Definitely had a head of steam there.
Yeah, Liebecker was ready to pick up that chip off the
pick that
boards.
one off the wall.
Helms on the draw with Ebling and Rodriguez.
.232 left in regulation.
Weisner will reverse. Pass to behind the net is chipped. Will stay in the same corner. Helms now applying pressure.
No. Axel just make a note that. No, I don't believe we've had any penalties either way, Axel.
I may argue for a hand pass if we could see the replay on that.
Felt like that when they hung out in the zone just a little too long there and able to slip that one through the 5-hole. Makes it 2-1. Be interesting to see if the Blues try to pull the goalie here if they get a face-off in there.
More than likely, they'll, anticipating that.
Eagles need to win this face-off, control it, and get it down in their offensive zone and keep the pressure on in that end.
Connolly on the draw. Schwartz will dump it in. Watanabe and Britton on the pressure here. Sirik is Schwartz's partner on this shift.
Nice job there by Britton.
No icing, waved off by the referee. Britton is there in the corner. Now Connolly. She'll need to be very careful about the hook, and now we've got a hooking penalty here.
Empty net situation there.
Yeah, 6-on-4.
Tough time for that one.
Gasso,
Goes 6-on-4 with
Novi,
the empty net here.
Wu, and O'Brien. O'Brien playing up high with Wu. Gasso in front of the net. Oh, what a save! That may be
Nice job by Chelko there.
play of the save of the game, but we will see. 40 seconds remaining. Blues shot goes wide. Gasso will clear it out.
About 25 seconds left.
Blue
here.
on the chase here.
Good
Blue
job by
battling
Blue.
hard. If anything, she's taking time off the clock. O'Brien on the pressure. Gasso.
Just about 10 seconds left for now.
Shot deflected. 5 seconds.
Green at the blue line lets one go. Deflected.
Shot blocked.
That's going to do it. That's an Eagles victory. Woo! That one got a little interesting, folks. Finishes 28-12. Shots on goal with a 2-1 win. Hey, great to see you, Dan.
Absolutely.
Great job by both goaltenders here. And that's going to do it from St. Louis. Eagles come away with a 2-1 victory. Win the first one 4-3, 4-1 in the nightcap yesterday, and then back with a 2-1 here that was 2-0 most of the game. Blues got one late and then made it interesting at the end with the penalty and the 6-on-4 opportunity with the empty net. But the Eagles come away with the sweep and hopefully back in time for CQ and be able to get that homework done and do it all again. Over and out from St. Louis.